Greetings once again, beloved soul familia. In this session, we're going to be doing a little bit of storytelling. It was placed on my heart to combine my Work Your Light deck and Starseed deck to assist us in this bit of storytelling. And these sessions are going to be all about a combination of my own dream time exercises as well as being combined with astral travels pertaining to galactic lineage by setting a target before going into the dream state for these memories and other discoveries, beloveds. This is, for today, the story of the ascension of Lirael, the Pegasi High Priestess. And this is going to be the first episode of a series based on Lirael, the Pegasi High Priestess. In the far reaches of the galaxy, where the stars shimmered like the thoughts of ancient gods, there was a world called Orion, a world where the sky was alive with swirling auras and glowing constellations. It was the home of the Pegasi, a race of ethereal beings with wings made of pure starlight and hearts filled with compassion. At the center of the Pegasi was a sacred order known as the Light Council. They were beings who held the wisdom of the universe and trusted with guiding lost souls to ascend through the frequencies of existence. At the head of this council stood Lirael, a young high priestess, whose wings glistened like silver beams beneath the stars. Lirael's mission was sacred. She was chosen by the stars themselves to raise the fallen beings who had lost their way and forgotten the unity of the One. These souls had fallen to the lower dimensions, and it was Lirael's task to help them ascend to the 12th dimension, the realm of pure harmony, love, and unity. Every evening, as the golden light of Orion's twin moons bathed the land, Lirael would prepare for her journey to Earth. A place where many beings had forgotten their true nature. She sat with the Light Council, an assembly of wise beings from across the galaxies who would guide her as she raised the frequencies of the fallen. Together, they would send waves of celestial light and healing energy to Earth, raising its vibration and helping its people reconnect with their higher selves. But Earth was not an easy place to reach. Its energy was dense, heavy, and clouded by the illusions of fear and separation. Yet the Light Council had seen that the time was near for Earth's awakening, as at this time, beloveds, it is in a fallen and falling state. Lirael's mission was sacred. Lirael's heart swelled with love as she entered the sacred chambers of the council. The Light Council had seen that the time was near for Earth's awakening. The law of one, the cosmic law of unity and balance, ready to return. And as you can tell already by the sound of this particular story is a summary that will segue into a full-length story. A novel of sorts, based on perceived to be true events. By myself, in both dream time exercises as well as regular routine rest and astral travels. Her wings glowing brighter than ever before. "I am ready," she whispered to the stars, knowing that her mission was critical to the future of all beings. The council gathered around her, each one radiating light and wisdom. They touched their palms together, creating a vortex of shimmering energy that surrounded Lirael. "You are the bridge, Lirael." The eldest member spoke in a voice like the hum of distant stars. "You will guide them back to the light." With a final nod, Lirael spreads her wings wide and soared into the cosmos. The vastness of space stretched before her as she traveled, the stars singing softly in her wake. When she arrived on Earth, she could feel the sadness and confusion of the beings there. They were lost, wandering in their own thoughts, caught in cycles of suffering. But Lirael's presence was a beacon of hope. With every beat of her wings, she sent ripples of golden light, lifting the hearts of those she touched. She would enter their dreams, where her glowing form would lead them toward the remembering of who they truly were. As Lirael's light filled the earth, the veil of separation began to lift. The fallen beings felt the warmth of unity, the truth of their eternal connection to Source and to each other. Slowly, one by one, they began to remember. They began to ascend. And as the souls of Earth began their journey back to the higher frequencies, the law of one began to return, weaving its essence into the hearts of all beings. Harmony spread like the morning sun reaching across the sky, and the universe sang with joy. Lirael, watching from the stars, knew that her mission was complete. She had helped Earth ascend, and now the vibrations of the fallen beings would rise to the 12th dimension, where they would be reunited with the cosmos in peace and love. As she returned to her people, the Pegasi of Orion, the council welcomed her with open arms. You have brought light to the darkest places, and now the law of one reigns once more, they said. And so, as the stars of Orion twinkled like diamonds in the night, Lirael rested, her wings folded gently beside her, knowing that the universe was once again in perfect harmony. The beings of Earth would now live with the knowledge of their true oneness, and the galaxy could breathe easy once more. All right. Now we can go into these two combined decks, Work Your Light and the Star Seed. For a bit more story time from the cards. Interesting. From the bottom of the deck, we have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. And something is telling me that this and more of this is necessary and needs to be ushered in for our Star Brothers. For the men to know that they too are worthy of loyalty, safety, trust, and protection. Star Brothers. Let's see. It's not very often this card comes out, so I am certainly going into the guidebook for a bit more assistance in the detail of this story. You're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to be open, to receive a new level of support now. This is a message for us and Lirael, the loves. But although I could not publish it as this part as my own story, the beginning portion, before I reached for the cards, is very much so my own creation, my own story. So, moving along, being called to be open to receiving a new level of support now from those in our lives and from the benevolent beings we're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, current life dramas and past life karmic impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support, especially when we as indigos who also know enough about our galactic lineage should know that there are some Pegasi ties in there. This is a double soul mission. A double mission with double souls. Because we agreed to be a host matrix for a fallen being so that they can ascend. So be it a star brother or a star sister. This particular description and card is speaking on this. We've learned that we need to go at life alone. That it's not safe to let our guard down and our heart open. That the world isn't a friendly place. So this is dedicated to our star brothers today. Although it is an introduction to a new series based on the life or lives and adventures of Lirael or Lirael, depending on culture and dialect, is going to, when you read it, it's going to sound and be pronounced different. But it's all the same double soul. We'll just put it that way. Alright, I need to wet my whistle before I continue reading. Yes, but intuitively I'm getting that more and more, and now more than ever, the men in our life experiences are likely tired of being in that mistrustful and suspicious type of energy. Especially if they have come into any sort of awakening, they're recognizing that it creates blocks when it comes to receiving support. The Star Brothers want us to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want us to feel deeply secure and safe, even if we're going through a difficult time. They want us to hand over our fears, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. But they also need to see us as opportunities to hand over their fear, and see us as opportunities to let in more love. This, beloveds, is equal reciprocity, giving reverence to the divine, be it man, woman, dog, cat, bird, grass, trees, water, fire, reverence, sacred. Staying open to receiving a greater level of support that we can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in our team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs and learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. And the inquiry for this card is, how can you open yourself up to receiving more support? But also, based on the intuitive message, how can you open yourself up to being of more support, especially to the men in your life? Be it a father figure, a spouse, a partner, a brother, a friend, a coworker, a client, star family. Reach out to our star brothers. All right. Interestingly enough, right behind that we have soul family. So the first card out is from the Starseed Oracle. And the second to come out is from Work Your Light. But I mentioned soul family, and there they are. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So this is in direct response to the first card. And that feeling as though we need to go at life alone. Excuse me, that's absolutely not true. Absolutely not true. Soul family, reach out to them, beloveds. When you go into a dream state, set your intention before doing so to have encounters and to discover or rediscover your soul family, beloveds. Or if you prefer prayer or other methods, you can go about that as well. Just put it out there. Put it out there to the universes. Like, hey, I believe I'm awakening and I'm ready to connect with some soul family. Likely after a little bit of, self-development. So, it's time to call in your soul family and support team. People who get you at soul level. People who are the same kind of weird as you. People who are your chosen family. They are coming and they are looking for you. If you haven't found them yet, this is a sign that they're close by. But in order for them to find you and recognize you when they do, it's important that you stop dimming your light and truly let yourself be seen. If you've already found them, then you're being called to allow them to support you and perhaps also assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of all types of people. Therapist, coach, mentor, healer. Tune in to what kind of support you need. Call in your support team. All right, I kind of like where this is going. Ooh, Earth pulsing with a split. This is also from the Starseed Oracle. Earth pulsing. pulse of the mother. Slow down. Time in nature. Slow down. Steady winds. This is correlating rather well with yesterday's message. It was a message. Oh, goodness. So, yes, earth pulsing. Let's see what the guiding insight is from this card. And then we are going to draw this introduction and basically announcement of yet another series that I will be doing. No, there is not going to be regular scheduling to a lot of the series that I'm bringing into 2025 because there's just no way that it's possible. And each series will be ongoing until I decide to shut it down or just allow things to expire a bit on their own. Otherwise, there will be regular energy forecast updates each morning. So, yes, here we go with Earth pulsing to wrap this storytelling session up. I'm also going to be cutting like the card portion of this video away from the original portion, or the beginning portion of the video where I was doing the storytelling about Lirael, so that I can also submit it in different spaces where we can come together and connect a bit more deeper. I haven't quite decided on an exact forum to make this happen. However, yes, I would like to create a space where we can come together and connect deeper and chat and occasionally do some Q&As besides in lives on YouTube. So also this gives me an opportunity to create a space where you can become a member and we can schedule in times to connect more personally when it feels prompted as well. So yeah, there's that. And I will be deciding on a place to be submitting these series as well, because at some point in time, some but not all will become like more exclusive, like members only type of content. This I will have to discern when the time comes. A mysterious pulse is woven through all of life. The planet itself is a rhythm. You can see it in the seasons and the tides. In our world of artificial lighting, long working hours, and modern conveniences, it's easy for us to feel stuck and off kilter. It's time to reconnect with nature and surrender to the pulse of the earth. Earth pulsing is a tool for surrendering to the rhythmic pulse of the mother and the entire universe. Today, many of us are disconnected from the land beneath us. Somewhere along the way, a severing happened. And if you guys aren't already aware, there is also a timeline split that has been occurring. A moment when it became too painful to stay connected. We felt unsupported and as if we don't belong. We look to other people and the external world to fill the void of the connection, holding and belonging once given to us by the earth, taking, clutching, conquering, longing for others to receive as fully as the mother once did. Forgetting that she's still here, waiting for us to remember and activate the part of us that longs to receive her embrace. When you consciously connect with the earth, a veil is lifted and she opens up and receives you more fully. You're able to drink from her sweet waters and release what no longer serves you. Stagnant energy falls away and you become connected to all things on the planet. I surrender to the pulse of the earth. May my heart beat in unison with her. So it is, so it is, so it is. 3121 on the timer. We're going to draw this message to a close with an angel number that seems to be representing forward movement, onward movement. It went from 21 to 31, 2131. So there is expansion and progress and an onward movement. There are some airs of caution to this number, though. So we're going to see what this is about. So it's a guardian number, generally positive, and signifies encouragement, hope, but also warning or comfort. Greater plans are in store for us. Our guardians send a message of hope that we have the power to overcome whatever challenges we are experiencing. We're being guided to continue to have faith in ourselves and keep following our soul's journey on the path of our purpose. The angels and ascended masters encourage us to stay optimistic about our future. Giving our fears or worries to the divine guides our healing and transmutation. We can bring in positive and higher vibrational positive affirmations and focus on a successful future to manifest our desires into our lives. In terms of love, it is a positive omen. Maintaining relationships. Life is full of turbulent times. We will inevitably face ups and downs, but it's pivotal to strengthen our relationships through these crests and troughs. We're being encouraged to be that bringer of balance and harmony to our domestic lives, compartmentalizing our vocations and our private lives to some degree. When we're at work, we focus on the task at hand. When we are with our loved ones, we focus on spending quality time and not allowing work to be a distraction. I'm not even going to say who needs to hear that. That's all they talk about is work, 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 work. But, I mean, I guess when you work a lot and that's really all you do, to some extent, that's all you have to talk about. So, moving along, though, This is a message to work on improving yourself if you're single. Reflect on what wasn't working and eliminate those negative voltage habits of your own. And being guided to have more compassion for others. So perhaps that's where that energy of an air of caution and warning comes in. Encouraged to do inner work, as there is still work to be done. This is a message for the singles, Let go of mental modes that do not serve your higher intentions. Work on your spiritual wellness and self-awareness, and check yourself at the door. A divine plan is unfolding. And we may not understand everything that happens in our lives, because we cannot understand everything in our lives. But because it doesn't make sense, doesn't mean things aren't working. We may not see it yet, but everything is working in our favor. Keep the faith. We're getting through these uncomfortable things and experiences that were necessary to become who we set out to be. These challenging experiences held the treasures because they were meant to lead us to embark on our journey of self-discovery and finding our power within. Our energy is raising, beloveds. This is great news. Of course, we kind of already know because we feel it, but this is confirmation. We don't need confirmation and validation, but the timing is impeccable and divine with this. We've been raised for such a time as this. Our inner wisdom leads us to our divine life purpose, reminding us that we're moving on spiritually. Furthermore, angels encourage us to take advantage of this auspicious time. Starting any spiritual practice or whatever resonates with us at this time. It seems non-negotiable, but there is a plethora of spiritual practices. Let's just be real. So do your own research upon your own free will and upon your own free time, and pick one that seems to suit you the best. But it's being encouraged. Our angels want us to be patient and allow things to unfold. Even the negative experiences have led us to positive outcomes. And those negative experiences that haven't quite been ironed out yet, they too will be wrapping up, because we are raising our energy. We're here on this planet because we have a call on our life. Our guides are telling us to believe in ourselves because it's pivotal to our ability to accomplish our life mission. Okay, here's yet another air of caution. Let go. Stop clinging to things that no longer serve your highest intention as your vibration no longer resonates. with your life path, let go of things that no longer align with your highest self. Allow those things you don't need anymore, or things that didn't fit you anymore, to fall off of you. Let go of the old to create space for new things to enter your life. Ask your higher power to guide you in letting go of things that do not align with your soul's mission. And know that you have what it takes to always live in love, joy, and contentment. When difficult circumstances come up, try to look for the silver lining instead of asking, why is this happening? Learn to look for the opportunities or the lessons concealed in these experiences. We're being guided that whatever has happened is past, no longer clinging to it and staying in the present. Being urged to let go of opportunities we feel we have missed and focus on what is to come, the doors that are opening up for us. Understand also that no one is perfect and it's okay to make mistakes. Forgive yourself and others. You'll see a relationship strengthening, getting over the past and using it as a catalyst for growth and improvement. What's done is done. We can't go back. But we can revisit it to change our minds about it, beloveds. We are spiritually elevating. Beautiful. Our higher consciousness is awakening. No more in a state of lower consciousness where our concerns were achievement, success, status, possessions, and everything related. Moreover, our mind is serene and quiescent. We're acting from a place of empathy, imagination, and impartial judgment, loosened our hold on the ego, and ascended to a place of tenderness, love, longing, compassion, and hope, being touted to keep the faith. We must tightly grip our faith in the one and only OG Creator and keep walking. And allow our higher powers communication to propel us to our purpose. Striving towards our goals as we have what it takes to manifest them. Trust your gut and continue to take steps to make your dreams a reality. Thank you so very much, beloved multiversal soul familia, for tuning in. If you made it this far, you are a rock star. With much gratitude and appreciation from my heart chakra to yours. Brightest, and I mean brightest, of blessings. See you later.